Okay, Rorree again with the Goddess Isis Coven. All right, so where I left off, I was talking about D3, D5. You know, a lot of people say 3D, 3-5, and they're talking about the energies. When I say D3 and D5, I'm talking about Dimension 3 and Dimension 5. And this is how it was presented to me from Mother God. Okay, so I communicate directly with Mother God at times. There is a Mother God, there is a Father God, okay, and there is a Source Creator. Okay, so I communicate with Mother God quite often, and the way she tells me, she calls it Dimension 3 and Dimension 5, which is also Earth 3 and Earth 5. So I believe I asked how many Earths there were. I think it was 11 or something. I can't remember. It's in my notes. But I think it might have been 11. But don't mark my words on that. I'd have to go back and look at my notes or just ask again. But Earth 3 is where we are. We've been here on Earth 3. But I can't remember when it was exactly. But several months ago, years ago, about 50 years ago, Earth 3 and Earth 5 were kind of conjoined. They were on top of each other. So you got two planets living simultaneously together. All right. And this would be Earth 3 and Earth 5. And I hope I explain it properly. So, but we pretty much are living on Earth 3. But several months ago, they started the separation of the two Earths, and CERN was instrumental in starting this separation. Okay, and so the separation started, but there's still two planets hovering next to each other, and we're living simultaneously in two dimensions. So that's why some people, honestly, I feel like I am living in two worlds at the same time. And sometimes I'm like, I don't understand how people don't get something, but it's because they're living over here in D3 and I'm living over here in D5. So we're totally seeing different things, and this is a lot. And I would tell you, I'm not the expert on explaining this, and there are others who are better. But what I do want to say about the whole Earth 3, Earth 5 thing is that not everything that everybody's explaining is absolutely correct, but they think it is. And they're receiving information. I know I listened to a few people, and they're getting information from different sources. I know a lot of the information. One day I share my readings. When I get all these downloads of information, I share them with a group. And so one day a young lady came to me and she said, "Rorree, oh my gosh, look what I found on TikTok." And she found exactly what I had said about the Earth. And she said, "Look, it's in this book. This girl's like reading this book, And I wasn't on TikTok at the time. And I was like, okay. So I go looking for the book. And it's a woman named Dolores Cannon. And I'm like, oh my God, she's saying the same thing I just said, right? And so I was like, oh my gosh. So I would say I trust her information. But some people speak some of the same stuff that she says, but some of their information is not correct. Okay. And I'm not going to point them out. If you're in our group, I will teach you how to discern the difference and to know what's right from what's wrong. Usually when I listen to anybody's lecture, I am listening with a question mark in my head. And anytime I hear a question, I write the question down, and then I go to Spirit and get the questions answered for myself. Or if they make statements, I'll go and cross-reference these statements to make sure they're in alignment with truth. So anyway, so the two planets are in each other. So now, So there is D3, D4, and D5. So some people feel like this ascension that's taking place, they feel like we here on Earth 3, D3, Earth, we're on Earth 3, they feel like we're ascending to either Earth 4 or Earth 5, D4 or D5. Now, that was the case at some point. We were going to either be ascending to Earth 4 or Earth 5. However, a shift took place, and now Earth 4 is not going to be housing us. It's going to only be housing low vibrational beings. You might call them demons or whatever, but only low vibrational beings will be on Earth 4. So we are not going to Earth 4. And some people think that Earth 3 is going to be destroyed, and it is not. Maybe it was at some point, but it is not anymore. So those who remain on D3 level will stay on Earth 3. And those who, I don't know what just happened, it glitched. But those who ascend to Earth 5 or D5 level will ascend to Earth 5. So I'm here to assist both, everybody, because wherever you are, you really have to elevate yourselves. You have to level up wherever you are going to be, especially if you remain on Earth 3. You really have to level up, and you have to get to the point where you're able to control your destiny in this place. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna continue in the next one.